When was the last time that you did something for yourself? And I'm not talking about, you know, a trip, a dinner. I'm not talking about any form of getaway, a chill day. I mean, all those are great. Don't get me wrong. I think all those things need to be well within consideration of self-care. But when is the last time you did some self-development for you? Think about that for a second. Before we begin this video, my name is Marcus Frazier, Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. As always, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the notification button to make sure you stay up to date with all my future Teachable Tuesdays content. So, today I want to talk about something that I don't think that is brought up enough. And especially if you're someone like myself who is a busybody and you're always kind of serving others, such as, the position that I have, occupation-wise, you rarely find time to focus in on you. And it's not necessarily something that you're doing on purpose. It's not like you're trying to keep yourself busy to hide away from anything. It's just life gets the best of you. But I was walking just now and I had a thought. And I was talking to one of my homeboys and I kind of realized something. I said, I gotta take some self-development days, right? And that doesn't mean you gotta take off from your job or take time away from your loved ones. But when's the last time that you actually sat down and said, you know what? What can I improve on for myself? What can I invest in so that way I can prepare for a better future? Now, why is that important, you may ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. It's important because every day that you live, and I say this all the time on the channel, is another day in which you become a better individual, right? The same way that you are at 16, 17, 18 is not going to be the same way that you're going to be at 26, 27, and 28, right? The reason for that is because you grow, you mature, you gain life experience. And along with those life experiences, you also have to realize that you're going to have to consistently go through development. But every couple of years, you kind of reach a plateau where you begin to realize something's got to change. And I think men especially, not saying it doesn't happen to women because it definitely does, but men especially, we have this aha moment where we just realize, okay, what's next? What's the next level? And that's not to say that we're always looking for power or anything like that, but it's really more so along the lines of, how do I up the ante on my life so that my future me will be good? For some of you guys, it might be your wardrobe. I know that's something that I'm thinking about right now, right? Bettering my wardrobe. Now, I mentioned this a couple of videos ago, how my wardrobe could definitely be better. It's not horrible, but it's not the greatest. You feel me, right? Especially for someone who's approaching 35. For some of y'all, maybe you need to enroll in some courses. Some of these could be self-developmental courses to help you out with your current occupation, to add a little bit of extra, because there ain't nothing wrong with adding a little extra to your resume. For some of y'all, it's like, I know I need to start this business, but before I start this business, I need to learn the ins and outs of how the business industry works. So I need to do some work, right? And then for some of y'all, it might not even be that far. It could simply be more simple things. Well, maybe not simple, but simple in the manner of just awareness, right? You might be noticing that you get stressed out a lot, right? Sunday, I did some restorative yoga, and I realized that I have to do a better job at regulating my nervous system, especially when I go to sleep. And And that was the best night of sleep that I had gotten all weekend. Because there was something in me that I realized I need to do a better job at. So the past couple of nights, I've been almost sleeping like a baby. Because when I come home from work, instead of me just jumping straight into bed after showering and eating, I take time to figure out, all right, Marcus, what ways can I regulate my system properly so I could de-stress? Praying, getting into my word, meditating for a little bit, kind of getting my mind off of things, so keeping my mind focused on, all right, Lord, what do you want from me as I go to sleep? How can I be more focused on this, that, and the third, right? All of that ties into self-development because all of that ties into a better you. Even if it doesn't necessarily make sense at the time being, eventually it does make sense. So again, how can you better yourself when it comes to development, right? That's something I want you guys to think about today. I want you guys to, if you have a notepad, at the end of this video, I got a homework assignment for you. Turn around this way. So anyway, I want you to do one thing. Take your notepad and your pen, or you can use your phone after you're done with this video. Either one is fine. And I want you to take notes. I want you to write down 3 things that you can do better this week for self-development. And I don't want it to just be for this week. I want it to be something that you can work on for this month. So I'll tell you my 3 things. Number 1, regulating my nervous system. Number 2, bettering finances. And number 3, building up my wardrobe. And that could be literally something simple as, with the building your wardrobe, getting yourself some new shoes. The regulating my nervous system. Not being so quick to go to bed even though I'm tired. Actually calming myself down before I sleep, because that's important. For my financial matters, it could be investment into something financially that's going to do me good later on, whatever that may look like, right? All right, so what are your 3 things? If you have your 3 things already, or when you get them down, come back to this video, comment below. I would love to hear them. And yeah, let's get it this month, all right? Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace.